beautiful day. It's supposed to be 60 today. And originally I thought it was supposed to rain today, but I don't really think it's going to. The sun's out. And this coming week, it's supposed to be like in the mid-70s. I'm so excited for that. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm just gonna try to piddle outside a lot this coming week and get some stuff done out here in the yard. Maybe work on my flower beds. I'm really itching for spring now, and the time changes tonight. So it's getting real, y'all. It's getting real. I'm happy for spring to come. So update on my ear. I had a couple days that were like kind of iffy. I was like, oh, is it heading back down? But I just continue to watch my sodium, take my vitamin D, and drink lots of water, and I've not gotten worse. So hopefully this week will be another good week. Eli gets baptized this coming Sunday, so 8 days from now, and I'm hoping I'm able to go. I want to be able to go and feel good. I'm really excited about that, to see that. It's going to be very special. All right, so if you can hear, Joe's down at the wood pile. Good day to cut some more wood, so that's what he's doing. He's got the chainsaw down there. It's really loud. And I'm going to check my tomatoes and see if I can plant a few more things maybe. I'm thinking broccoli. All right, so I've had the tomato plants, oh gosh, I think it's been 3 days under the lamp. So I'm going to bring them out and check them and see, because they are on a heat mat, which really tends to pop the seeds up pretty quickly. But remember, they're old seeds, so I don't know how viable they are. I see something promising. Okay, this is pretty cool. Let's see which ones came up first. Let me guess. Beefsteak. Oh, cherry tomato. Oh, kind of excited about that. Let's see what this one is. This is also a cherry tomato. Those must have been some pretty good seeds, those cherries. Okay, hopefully the beefsteaks will come up. Fingers crossed. Y'all, I think me and Joe are going to go out to eat tonight. We got to do a grocery pickup. And I think we're going to go get some fish for the aquarium, because there's just a few guppies. So we're going to go see what we can find. I'm thinking some goldfish, because I love goldfish. They're fun. I want to see if I can find some broccoli seeds. Look, these are the seeds I used last year. I found my broccoli. I made some soup out of that several times last year. It was Panera's cheddar broccoli soup recipe, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, I made like homemade bread with it. Delicious. I'm gonna do some dahlias, some petunias, multicolors. I really want to put quite a few petunias in here. I like to put those up front on the porch. I'm gonna put some dahlias. First row is gonna be, whoa, that's a lot of broccoli. We don't want that much. We're gonna do petunias next. These petunias say 45 to 80 days on bloom. That's a pretty wide range. Maybe it depends on the weather. Now these are the cutest little flowers. These are little dahlias. Some people grow the big dahlias, or like the big dinner plate dahlias from big tubers. Now these do have little tubers in them. At the bottom, end of season, you could dig them up. I don't, because I normally just plant the seeds. I've got these at Walmart, and they bloom the same year. So they're really cute little plants. They have smaller little blooms, but they're really pretty. They do last a long time, and I love them. Now it is a bigger seed. I don't know if you can see that. It's a pretty big seed. Now the petunia seeds are just minuscule, very tiny. All right, I have 2 rows left, so let's do a few more petunias. You can't ever have too many of those. The flat planted. I'm going to water it real quick before I put it under there, because I want to soak it really good. Ooh, the sun's popping out again. I'm just so thankful that I'm out here in my greenhouse and feeling better. I just really thank God every day for that. We just need to always remember to thank Him for every little thing, because you don't realize how much you really, I hate to say it, but we take for granted. We really do take so much for granted. Okay. Let me find a dome, because these are going to need it. Keep the moisture in, especially when they're over, especially when they're over the heat mats. They can dry out pretty quickly, and you don't want that to happen, especially seedlings. They're very tender. If seedlings dry up, they will die quickly. They'll just wither away. I'm gonna close, these have vents on them. I'm just gonna close them right now just to keep more of the moisture in. Y'all dust bathing, sunbathing? It's a good day for that. Y'all can see a hole over there where they dust bathe. There's some lettuce over there too I threw out to them. Hey chickens! They're funny. They've given me a lot of eggs this winter. They were hatched last year, so they laid really well all winter long. Alright guys, I'm back in the greenhouse. I went and had a lunch break. I'm going to water a little bit in here because it is pretty warm in here today. And then I'm going to go outside and probably clean up some of these beds a little bit since it's going to be in the 70s next week. And I can really start working on some of this stuff. So the plants over here in this corner, I will be moving them out as soon as it's warm enough. Probably after the last frost, we'll set these outside. I had these out all summer last year and they were loving it. I put them up front. And look at this begonia. My gosh, the bloom is amazing. It's just been blooming for the last month. Seth got me that tree for Mother's Day a couple years ago. It's called an arbicola. I'm going to put it outside as well. A lot of the stuff I'll take my succulents out and kind of decorate with them. Probably intermingle them in the rock that I'm going to put out here. I got to get all of these weeds out of here, y'all. Found the lamb's ear under this weed. I got a seat. Let's clean that out. We are coming down here to release the fish we bought.
Or duck will eat it.
I know, the goldfish will eat it though. One of them found the spot under the driftwood. Probably not. There's your more. That's Joe's favorite. He likes those bubble-eyed goldfish. Gosh, that one's like crazy. Good morning. I hope y'all had a great weekend. It was a really good weekend here and it's going to be a beautiful week. I want to show you something that I got in the mail from a really good friend, a dear friend that's been checking up on me recently, and we've just kind of had each other on our prayer list for different things. And front porch the other morning came in the mail this awesome book, and it's a low sodium recipe book. It is really awesome because I've been kind of struggling to find like certain things that have low sodium. This book has like a ton of stuff in it, and it shows you how to make like sauces. You wouldn't realize like sauces have a lot of sodium in them, like ketchup, barbecue sauce, and I love stuff like that on like my chicken to eat with my meat that I cook. And so I'm gonna go out and get some of these ingredients, but like a lot of them they replace with like spices and stuff. I'll like show you one of them. A couple seasonings. It's like a no salt seasoning, and then a Dick's salt-free seasoning, and then you can store them in an airtight container so you can just use them, and that actually has 0 sodium in it right there. And a lot of stuff in the store, just a lot of stuff I sprinkle on the packets, they just are loaded with sodium, so it just takes up most of my meal when I only have, you know, a certain amount left for the day. So I've got desserts and just kinds of cool stuff. So thank you so much, Dawn. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all, even though it's gonna be 65 today, it is chilly right now. That's the thing about springtime here. The winds are still kind of cold. Oh my goodness, guys. I gotta show you guys the daffodils real quick. Now I'm also gonna make a lemon meringue pie today, courtesy of my lemon tree. These smell amazing. So I'm gonna see how much juice is in these. Last time there was so much juice in 3 compared to what you can get at the grocery store. Look how juicy that is. That is just from 2 lemons. Almost a half a cup, almost. Probably if I squeeze the rest of it, I will get it. I just went ahead and put the rest of it in there because it was a smaller lemon, and we'll just stick it all in. Now what I do now that I'm starting to make recipes, I just go ahead and I calculate all the sodium since I'm on a low sodium diet for my Meniere's, and I write it down, and I have an app on my phone that I can put this in, so I can go whenever I'm tracking my sodium in my app. I can go to recents or I can go to favorites and look in and just pull them right in there real quickly and put them in the entry for, like, you know, supper or whatever, so I can keep track that way. But also I'm thinking about making like a little binder or something that keeps my favorite foods in, that I can just go back and look at stuff and see what's in it. That way I can plan accordingly for supper and I can know exactly how much is in that. This is a frozen pie crust. I normally use graham cracker crust for this pie, but I don't have any of that, or I make some. But today we're gonna use this. I gotta separate the eggs, so I gotta be careful. All right, I've cooked the pie shell a little bit.